Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins Collections, where we bring you fascinating discoveries from the world of rare coins. Today, we're diving into the realm of one of the most iconic coins in American history, the Lincoln penny. But not just any Lincoln penny today, we're focusing on a particular year that might just surprise you, the 2005 Lincoln penny. This coin may seem like a typical penny you've seen countless times, but if you think all pennies are created equal, think again. Some of these seemingly mundane coins are worth a small fortune, and you might have one of them hiding in your collection right now. So, let's get started and uncover the secrets behind the 2005 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, as it's formally called, was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it has become one of the most recognizable coins in the United States, with Lincoln's portrait gracing the obverse of the coin and the reverse featuring various designs that have changed throughout the years. But despite its long history and status as a staple in everyday transactions, some years of the Lincoln penny are more valuable than others, and 2005 is definitely one of those years. In 2005, the U.S. Mint released a special series of pennies to honor the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This series was particularly unique because the reverse design was changed to reflect different stages of Lincoln's life. The new design was rolled out in stages over the course of the year, showcasing 4 different images, each representing a significant moment in the life of the 16th President of the United States. The 4 designs were meant to tell the story of Lincoln's journey, from his humble beginnings to his time in the White House. These changes were part of a larger initiative by the U.S. Mint to make the penny more historically relevant, and to celebrate one of America's most influential leaders. The 4 designs featured on the reverse of the 2005 penny are the birthplace design, showing the log cabin where Lincoln was born; the formative years design, depicting Lincoln reading a book, symbolizing his self-education; the professional life design, showing Lincoln standing in front of the Illinois state capitol; the presidency design, a design that shows Lincoln delivering his Gettysburg Address. This was the first time in over 50 years that the reverse of the penny had been changed, and it generated a lot of excitement among collectors. But what really makes the 2005 Lincoln penny stand out is not just the new designs, it's the fact that within this series, certain errors and varieties were made, some of which have become highly sought after by collectors. One of the most notable errors that can be found in the 2005 Lincoln penny series is the 2005 double die penny. This error occurred when the die used to strike the coins was misaligned, causing a doubling effect on certain elements of the design, particularly the inscriptions and the date. These double die errors are incredibly rare, and if you happen to find one, you're in for a major discovery. Double die errors happen when the coin is struck multiple times, and the die has a slight shift or misalignment between strikes. This can cause the images or numbers on the coin to appear doubled, making them very distinct and valuable. The 2005 double die penny is one of those coins that collectors are constantly hunting for, and finding one can be like finding a needle in a haystack. Even if you don't have one with a visible double die error, certain varieties of the 2005 pennies, such as the different mint marks, can also significantly increase their value. Speaking of mint marks, the 2005 Lincoln pennies were struck at multiple mints across the United States, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Each of these mints used a different mint mark, and pennies from certain mints are rarer than others. The San Francisco Mint, for example, struck a limited number of proof coins for collectors, and these proof coins, if in pristine condition, can command a much higher price than regular circulation coins. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. As with all rare coins, the value of a 2005 Lincoln penny is heavily dependent on its condition. Coins that have been kept in good condition, especially those that have been carefully stored or uncirculated, are worth far more than those that have been damaged or worn from years of circulation. The grading system for coins ranges from 1 to 70. With 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. For example, a 2005 penny in excellent condition, with no scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear, is much more valuable than a penny that has been through the ringer. Another factor that can increase the value of the 2005 Lincoln penny is its rarity. For instance, certain die varieties or error coins from the 2005 series are incredibly rare and can demand prices far above the average penny. For example, a 2005 double-die penny in mint condition could fetch a price far higher than its initial value, sometimes even reaching several $1,000s depending on its rarity and condition. But here's the big surprise. If you happen to have a 2005 Lincoln penny that's in exceptional condition or has one of these rarities, you could be looking at a coin worth as much as $75,000. That's right, $75,000 for a single penny. This kind of value is typically reserved for high-grade, rare mint errors, so if you have one of these pennies tucked away, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional. The reason these rare pennies can fetch such high prices is due to the combination of factors that make them so desirable to collectors. Mint errors, low mintage numbers, and unique varieties all contribute to the rarity and value of these coins. It's important to note that while the vast majority of 2005 Lincoln pennies are worth just 1 cent, the special errors or rare varieties are what set certain examples apart and make them highly coveted in the world of numismatics. If you've been collecting coins for a while, you probably already know that it's not just about the year or the design, it's about finding the hidden treasures that others might miss. The 2005 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how something that seems so ordinary can actually be extraordinary. If you have a keen eye and know what to look for, you might just stumble upon a rare gem in your pocket change or collection. So, remember to keep an eye out for these special coins. The 2005 Lincoln penny series offers a world of possibilities for collectors, and you never know what you might find. If you do happen to find a 2005 Lincoln penny that's in excellent condition, has a unique mint mark, or features one of those rare double-die errors, you could be holding on to a coin worth a small fortune. And who knows, your next penny might just be worth $75,000. Today's video, we're going to explore a fascinating coin from the US Mint that you may not think twice about, the 2006 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might look like just another ordinary penny that's probably sitting at the bottom of your pocket or tucked away in a jar. But don't be fooled. This seemingly common coin could be hiding incredible value, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why. The Lincoln cent has long been one of the most iconic and beloved coins in the United States, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, the penny has become a staple of American currency. It's the coin you find in your change, the one you use to round off your total at the grocery store, and the one you might overlook when it's buried under a pile of receipts. However, as any seasoned coin collector knows, even the most common coins can have hidden value, especially if they come from a certain year or feature rare variations. The 2006 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of this. At first glance, this penny might seem like nothing special, but there are a number of factors that make it much more valuable than its 1 cent face value. Let's dive into the history, design, and reasons why this coin can be worth so much more than a regular penny. In 2006, the U.S. Mint was still producing the Lincoln penny as part of its long-standing tradition of honoring the 16th President of the United States. However, this year marks a significant moment in the history of the Lincoln penny. The 2006 penny was released as part of a larger initiative to honor the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent's original design, which featured the familiar image of President Lincoln's portrait. While most of the 2006 pennies produced were standard-issue coins, the year saw some important changes that would play a role in making certain versions of the penny more valuable in the future. The most notable change came in the form of a special reverse design that was introduced in 2006. The reverse side of the penny was altered for the first time since 1959, when the original reverse design was replaced with a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This new reverse design, which was first used on the 2005 penny, featured an image of the Lincoln Memorial in great detail, but with some notable modifications to the image of Lincoln. This redesign made the 2006 penny unique and caught the attention of collectors. But the value of the 2006 Lincoln penny isn't just about the change in design. Like all coins, the value of a 2006 penny is determined by several factors, including rarity, condition, and even specific errors or minting flaws. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of 2006 pennies, certain characteristics set some coins apart and make them highly valuable to collectors. One of the most important factors in determining the value of a coin is its condition. As with any collectible, the better the condition of the coin, the higher its value will be. Coins that have been in circulation for years often show signs of wear, such as scratches, discoloration, or fading, which reduces their value. However, some 2006 pennies were kept in excellent condition, either because they were stored away by collectors or because they were never used in circulation. These coins are especially desirable because they haven't been damaged or worn down by the passage of time. The 2006 penny's value can also be influenced by certain minting errors or variations. Over the years, the U.S. Mint has made several errors during the minting process, and these mistakes can significantly increase the value of a coin. For example, one of the most sought-after types of errors in the 2006 Lincoln penny series is the double die variety. Double die errors occur when a coin is struck twice, causing a slight shift in the design and giving it a doubled appearance. This error can be especially noticeable on the date, lettering, and details of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. If you come across a 2006 penny with a visible double die error, you may be holding on to something incredibly rare and valuable. In addition to the double die errors, there are also coins from specific mints that are considered rarer and more valuable than others. The 2006 penny was struck at 3 different U.S. mints: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Coins from the Philadelphia and Denver mints are the most common, but if you happen to have a 2006 penny from the San Francisco Mint, especially a proof version, you could be in luck. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and have a higher quality finish than regular circulation coins. These proof coins were typically sold in sets and were not released into circulation, which makes them far rarer and more valuable than their regular counterparts. But what about the most exciting part of all? How much could a 2006 Lincoln penny be worth? While most 2006 pennies are worth just 1 cent, the special varieties, such as those in excellent condition or with minting errors, can fetch much higher prices. For example, if you happen to find a 2006 penny with a double die error, or one that's in perfect, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands of dollars. Some rare 2006 pennies have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars, but the real jackpot comes when you find a top-grade coin with multiple rare characteristics. Here's the part that will really blow your mind. If you have a 2006 Lincoln penny that's in perfect condition, with no scratches or imperfections, and it features a rare minting error like a double die, or even if you simply have a coin that's been carefully preserved for years, it could be worth as much as $86,000. Yes, you heard that right, $86,000 for a single penny. That's the power of collecting and the incredible value that can come from rare coins that many people overlook. It's important to remember that not every 2006 penny is worth this much, and the value of your coin will depend on several factors. If you believe you have a rare or valuable coin, it's always a good idea to get it professionally appraised by a trusted numismatist or coin expert who can assess its true value based on its condition, rarity, and any unique features. Before you toss that penny into your spare change jar or leave it sitting in your wallet, take a moment to check if it's a 2006 Lincoln penny. You never know, you could be holding on to a small fortune in your hands. Whether it's an error coin, a proof version, or simply a well-preserved penny in excellent condition, the 2006 Lincoln penny might just be your ticket to a big payday. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the Lincoln penny, but not just any regular penny. Today, we're talking about the 2014 Lincoln 1-cent coin, and trust me when I say this year's penny might just be one of the most overlooked, yet potentially valuable, coins you could find in your pocket change. So, stick around until the end of this video to find out how this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a small fortune. The Lincoln penny, one of the most iconic and well-known coins in the United States, has been in circulation since 1909, and since its debut, it's gone through various designs and changes. But throughout its long history, one thing has remained the same: the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. gracing the obverse of the coin. However, while the face of the Lincoln penny has stayed the same, the reverse side of the coin has undergone several redesigns throughout the years. This is where the 2014 Lincoln penny stands out in a unique way. The 2014 Lincoln penny was part of a broader effort by the U.S. Mint to continue honoring Abraham Lincoln's legacy. This particular year of the penny didn't feature a new reverse design, but it did play an important role in preserving Lincoln's history, and like most coins, it was minted at several different facilities, creating different versions. But what really makes the 2014 penny so special are the small details, errors, and the general condition of the coin. These factors can lead to some of these pennies being worth much more than their face value. Let's take a closer look. The first thing to note about the 2014 Lincoln penny is its design. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find the well-known image of Abraham Lincoln, originally designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design has remained virtually unchanged since the coin's debut over a century ago, but what's fascinating is how collectors continue to value and seek out different versions of it, depending on its mint mark, production quality, and specific design elements. The reverse side of the coin is where things get interesting. While the standard 2014 penny features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., there were also special editions of the penny produced as part of the U.S. Mint's efforts to commemorate different parts of American history. One example is the 2014 penny that includes the shield design, which was first introduced in 2010. This shield design symbolizes the protection of the nation and the strength of American unity. If you're lucky enough to find a 2014 penny with this design, especially one that is in excellent condition, you may be looking at a valuable coin. The value of the 2014 Lincoln penny, like most coins, is primarily determined by its condition. As with any collectible, coins that are in mint condition are far more valuable than those that show signs of wear and tear. Over the years, many 2014 pennies were circulated and have accumulated scratches, dings, discoloration, and other signs of damage. But when you come across a 2014 penny that is well preserved and has little to no wear, it becomes far more desirable to collectors. Uncirculated pennies are often kept in pristine condition, either because they were carefully stored or because they were never released into circulation. These uncirculated pennies can command significantly higher prices on the market, especially if they come from a rare variety or possess certain characteristics that make them stand out. Now, what about errors? As with many coins, the U.S. Mint occasionally makes mistakes during the production process, and these errors can make coins incredibly valuable. The 2014 Lincoln penny is no exception. One of the most notable errors that has been spotted in the 2014 pennies is the double die variety. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck multiple times by the die, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the text and image on the coin. In the case of the 2014 penny, this error could manifest itself as a doubled date or doubled lettering, particularly on the word Liberty or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you happen to find a 2014 penny with a double die error, it could be worth a lot more than you might expect. Another factor that can increase the value of your 2014 penny is its mint mark. The U.S. Mint produces coins at several locations across the country, and each mint facility uses a different mint mark to distinguish their products. For the 2014 penny, the most common mint marks are from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. But if you happen to find a 2014 penny with a San Francisco Mint mark, you've discovered something much rarer. The San Francisco Mint, known for producing proof coins and limited edition releases, struck a much smaller number of 2014 pennies. Proof coins from San Francisco are highly sought after and, when in excellent condition, can be worth significantly more than their regular counterparts. Condition is king when it comes to coin value, and the 2014 penny is no exception. If you find a coin that is flawless, uncirculated, or graded with a high coin grade such as MS67 or higher, you could be looking at a collector's dream. For example, a 2014 penny that has been kept in perfect condition, with no scratches, discoloration, or marks, is an ideal candidate for higher valuation. Even if the coin features one of the rare minting errors, such as the double die, a pristine, uncirculated version can fetch a much higher price than a coin that has been through years of circulation. So now, let's talk about the most exciting part. Just how much could a 2014 Lincoln penny be worth? You might be surprised to learn that certain 2014 pennies can sell for much more than just 1 cent. In fact, a high-grade 2014 penny with a rare error or mint mark could fetch prices of several $1,000s. But here's the real kicker. If you happen to own an extremely rare or well-preserved 2014 Lincoln penny with a significant error, it could be worth $90,000. Yes, you read that right, $90,000 for a single penny. Of course, these types of pennies are extremely rare, and finding one is like finding a needle in a haystack, but the possibility is real. In conclusion, the 2014 Lincoln penny might just be one of the most undervalued and overlooked coins out there. While most people probably think of it as just another copper penny, there are numerous factors that can drive its value sky high. If you happen to stumble upon a 2014 penny that is in pristine condition, has a rare mint mark, or features a double die error, you could be holding on to a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, next time you go through your change, remember, there could be a hidden treasure waiting for you in that jar of pennies. Today, we're diving into something truly exciting, the 1994 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny may seem like just another ordinary coin you'd come across while grabbing your morning coffee or paying for a snack, but if you're a collector, you know that there's always a chance to find something truly valuable in the most unlikely places. The 1994 penny might just be one of those hidden gems. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at what a simple 1994 penny could be worth. Now, let's set the stage. The United States Mint has been producing pennies since 1793, but the Lincoln penny, as we know it today, was introduced in 1909. Since then, it has become one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in the U.S. In 1994, the penny was still being produced with the classic Lincoln portrait on the obverse, and the reverse featured the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in place since 1959. Most of the pennies produced in 1994 were no different from any other penny, but this particular year has some fascinating stories to tell when it comes to rare variations and hidden value. One of the first things you should know about the 1994 Lincoln penny is that it was minted at multiple facilities, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Each of these mints produced coins that are distinguishable by their mint marks. The Philadelphia Mint typically produces coins without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins have a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint coins have an S mint mark, often reserved for proof coins. While all of these coins are part of the same set, the particular mint mark can make a huge difference in the rarity and value of a penny, especially when it comes to certain era coins or minting anomalies. But what makes the 1994 penny stand out from the rest? Well, like most coins in the U.S. Mint's long history, certain pennies from this year were produced with unique features, mistakes, or variations that make them highly valuable. Coin collectors around the world have long known that the value of a coin isn't just about the year it was made, but about the details that make it unique. A small error in the minting process, or a coin that's been kept in pristine condition, can send its value soaring. And when it comes to the 1994 penny, there are a few specific characteristics that can make this seemingly ordinary coin worth a small fortune. The first thing to consider is the condition of the penny. As with any collectible, condition is key. A well-worn penny that's been used in circulation for years will likely not fetch much on the market, but a coin that has been well preserved or remains in uncirculated condition is a much more desirable find. While most 1994 pennies were used in daily transactions, some were stored carefully, whether by collectors or in forgotten drawers, allowing them to retain their sharp features and clean surfaces. These coins are often referred to as mint state or MS-grade coins, and they are valued much higher than those that show signs of wear. If you find a 1994 Lincoln penny that looks as if it's just been taken out of a fresh roll, you could be holding on to something worth far more than its face value. Now, let's talk about errors, the true goldmine for coin collectors. Errors are one of the main reasons a common coin like the 1994 penny could be worth significantly more than expected. The US Mint occasionally makes mistakes during the minting process, and those errors can turn an otherwise ordinary penny into a highly sought-after collectible. Some of the most desirable errors found on pennies are double die varieties, where the design is struck more than once, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the date, letters, or images on the coin. For example, if you come across a 1994 penny where the date is clearly doubled, or where the word Liberty or In God We Trust appears with a doubled image, you might have a rare error coin on your hands. These double die errors can make a huge difference in the value of the coin, and the more pronounced the doubling, the higher the potential value. Collectors will pay a premium for error coins, especially when they come from a particular year like 1994, which is known for producing some notable examples. Another type of error that can increase the value of your 1994 penny is a misstrike, where the coin wasn't properly aligned during the minting process. Misstrikes can cause the design to appear off-center, which can make the coin more visually interesting and desirable to collectors. If you have a 1994 penny that looks slightly off-center, or the details appear to be misaligned, you may have an error coin that could fetch a much higher price. In addition to minting errors, the rarity of specific versions of the 1994 penny plays a huge role in its value. For example, the pennies minted at the San Francisco Mint are typically proof coins, which were specially made for collectors and have a higher quality than regular circulation coins. Proof coins from the 1994 penny series are often more valuable than their circulation counterparts, especially if they are in pristine condition. Proof coins are carefully struck with high-quality dies and polished before they are released, making them a perfect choice for collectors who are looking for coins with sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. Now, you might be wondering, just how much could a 1994 Lincoln penny be worth? It's a fair question, and the truth is, it all depends on the specific coin you've got. A typical 1994 penny, in average circulated condition, is only worth its face value of 1 cent. However, when you start talking about uncirculated coins, minting errors, or proof coins, the value can shoot up dramatically. So, are you ready for the exciting part? If you happen to have a 1994 Lincoln penny that is in exceptional condition, with no wear and tear, and it features a rare minting error or a double die variety, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands of dollars. But here's the real kicker: a rare, high-quality 1994 Lincoln penny with a noticeable error or perfect grade could fetch an astounding $80,000. Yes, you read that right, $80,000 for a single penny. It's a truly incredible thought that a coin, which most people would simply discard without a second glance, could be worth so much. And that's why it's so important to take the time to examine your pennies carefully. You never know what you might find. So, the next time you're going through your pocket change or cleaning out your coin jar, take a moment to check for that elusive 1994 Lincoln penny. You could be holding on to a piece of history that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Today, we're going to talk about something truly fascinating: the 1992 United States Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny you might find in your change, but I promise you, this particular year holds a lot of hidden value. In this video, we'll uncover the rich history behind the 1992 Lincoln penny, discuss why it's worth more than you might think, and explore how it could even make you a small fortune. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed at what this penny could be worth. Now, let's set the stage. The Lincoln penny is one of the most recognizable and iconic coins in U.S. history. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin has had various designs over the years, with the most famous being the Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which first appeared in 1959. However, the 1992 penny, much like other years in the Lincoln series, had its own unique characteristics that make it stand out in the world of coin collecting. The 1992 penny was minted at the Philadelphia and Denver Mint facilities, with the D Mint mark indicating coins struck at the Denver Mint, and no mint mark at all indicating coins from the Philadelphia Mint. While the design itself remained the same as the 1959 reverse Lincoln Memorial, this particular year's coins hold special value for certain reasons. So, what exactly makes the 1992 penny so intriguing to collectors? Let's dive into that. For most people, a penny is a penny, right? Not necessarily. When it comes to coin collecting, especially with a series as beloved as the Lincoln penny, even small details can have a big impact on the value of a coin. The 1992 Lincoln penny may seem like a dime a dozen, but there's so much more to discover, especially when you factor in rarity, condition, and mint errors. First of all, let's talk about the condition of the coin. Like most coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. A 1992 penny that has been in circulation for years and has been worn down by time and use is unlikely to fetch much more than its face value. But if you happen to find a 1992 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, you might have found a hidden treasure. These pennies, often kept in rolls or carefully preserved, have retained their sharp details, crisp lettering, and flawless surfaces, making them much more valuable to collectors. But it's not just about good condition. What truly sets certain 1992 pennies apart from the rest are the errors that occurred during the minting process. As with many coins, the US Mint occasionally makes mistakes during production, and these mistakes can make a world of difference in terms of value. The 1992 penny is no exception. One of the most notable errors that collectors look for is the double die variety. Double die errors happen when the coin is struck multiple times, causing the design elements on the coin to appear doubled. This can happen with the year, the inscription, Liberty, or even the motto, In God We Trust. If you find a 1992 penny with a noticeable double die error, especially one that affects the date or lettering, you could be holding on to a valuable error coin. These types of coins are incredibly rare, and collectors will pay top dollar for them. Double die error coins are considered some of the most coveted by coin collectors, and they can significantly increase the value of an otherwise common coin. The more pronounced the doubling effect, the more valuable the coin becomes. Another factor that can increase the value of the 1992 Lincoln penny is its rarity. While millions of these pennies were minted in 1992, not all of them were distributed into circulation. The mint struck a limited number of pennies for special collector's sets, and these proof pennies were created with higher quality dies and special processes that make them stand out from the regular circulation coins. If you happen to come across a 1992 penny with a proof-like appearance, it could be worth far more than its face value. Proof coins are specially made for collectors, and they typically have mirror-like surfaces and sharp, clean details that are perfect for display. It's also important to note that some 1992 pennies were struck with slightly different metal compositions or had variations in the process used during minting. These small differences can make certain 1992 pennies rarer than others, which, in turn, can drive up their value. If you have a penny that seems to have a slightly different color or feel, it might be worth taking a closer look. In some cases, these minor variations are enough to set a coin apart and make it highly desirable. Now, let's talk about the mint marks. In 1992, the U.S. Mint struck pennies at two locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. The coins from these two mints are often identical in terms of design, but collectors pay attention to mint marks because certain mint marks are rarer than others. The Philadelphia Mint coins typically do not have a mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins have a DE mint mark. While these are not necessarily rare on their own, certain collectors may seek out specific mint marks, especially when they are looking for specific errors or high-quality coins from particular mints. If you find a 1992 penny with a mint mark from Denver, it could increase the value depending on the coin's condition, rarity, or any unique features it might have. So, what could a 1992 Lincoln penny be worth? This is where things get exciting. Most 1992 pennies, in circulated condition, are worth just 1 cent, and even the uncirculated ones typically don't command much more than a few dollars. However, when it comes to rare errors or high-quality proof coins, the value can jump significantly. If you happen to own a 1992 penny with a double die error, or if you find one that is in pristine uncirculated condition, it could be worth thousands of dollars. In fact, a particularly rare or high-grade 1992 Lincoln penny with a significant error could be worth an astonishing $70,000. That's right, $70,000. $0.000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that such a small, seemingly insignificant coin could hold so much value, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. What might appear to be a regular penny to the untrained eye could actually be a hidden gem worth a small fortune. So, what does this mean for you? If you have any 1992 Lincoln pennies lying around in your coin jar or hidden in your pocket change, it might be time to start examining them a little more closely. Pay attention to the condition of the coin, look for any signs of doubling or minting errors, and check for proof coins. You could be sitting on a valuable collectible without even knowing it. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1992 Lincoln penny. I hope this video has helped you understand just how valuable a seemingly ordinary coin can be. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future coin discoveries. Keep your eyes peeled for those rare coins, because you never know, your next find could be worth $70,000. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!